There we are live. Hello everyone. Oh, my camera's just a tiny bit crooked. That's gonna bother me. Let me see if I can fix that. Ooh. Let's see, did that fix it? Okay, here we go. All right, so hello, happy Sunday everyone. We have some new products to talk about, mostly the new in colors today. However, we will be talking about other new products that I am so excited to show you. So first of all, my name is Amanda Bach. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. If you would like to place any orders and your order is under $150, use this code when it asks you for your host code. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so I am sure you have seen other demonstrators posting about the new catalog. So let me show you this beautiful new catalog. Okay, so this is something we could not order yet, but as soon as we can, yeah, I'll get my hands on that paper. If you can see that paper, oh, it's so pretty. And that is paper. So I'm very excited about that. That one's gonna be gorgeous. All right, so I cannot open this, so I can't show you anything else in here except the products that I pre-ordered. So we're gonna start there. So very excited about that. So make sure when you come on, you say hi so I can say hi to you. I see that Kathy and Betty are watching, so hello. All right, so here are the new in colors. All right, here we go. This one is kind of a peachy orange. It is called Pale Papaya. Hey, Betty. Okay, so that is Pale Papaya. That is one of the new in colors. Then we have, let's go with this one, Evening Evergreen. Then we have Soft Succulent. Polished Pink. And oh, I must have buffered for a second. Yes, people just got home and have now got on my internet. So I was home by myself. Oh, well. Okay, so hopefully I'm back. All right, so I was saying, which of these do you think is my favoriteest color and which do you think is my least favoriteest color? Okay, while we have those out, I want to show you the ribbons because the ribbons might be my favoriteest new product in the catalog. These are called the 3/8 inch open weave ribbon in all the different in colors, and I think they are pretty. They've got a little shine to them, a little shimmer, and they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. All right, so I will be using those a lot, I'm sure. Not today, though. I can't believe the product I designed today did not use these. So, ooh, look at that. Look at there. Oh, I did not even plan on that. Okay, now I gotta finish it just so I can. Whoa, looky there. Whoa. Oh, looky there. Okay, so anyway, those are gorgeous colors. Gorgeous. I'm gonna have to close my iPad and come back on because it is buffering. Hopefully I'm not buffering. Am I buffering? No, I can still see me. I can still see me. Okay. All right. So anyway, those are the new in colors. And I'm sure you have seen many, many, many demonstrators all over the internet demonstrating using some beautiful new floral suites that we have in the new catalog. And that is great. That is fabulous. I enjoy those videos and I'm sure I will make some of those. However, today we will not be using a floral stamp set. We will be using the Party Puffins. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, so we will be using Party Puffins and the Stampin' Blends. So a lot of the Stampin' Blends that I will be using tonight or today are on page 142 and 143 of our current annual catalog. And there's a couple of other products that I want to show you before we get started in our current annual catalog. I call this page the page that no one talks about, and that makes me sad because there's lots of great products on here. All right, way up in the corner, and you can barely even see it on page 146 of our annual catalog. You can barely even see it up here, is the Crystal Effects. shimmery crystal effects. Okay. And the Wink of Stella that we will be using. We will be using these two products today. So they're on page 146, 147 of our current annual catalog. I love using them. Okay, so that's our current annual catalog. All right, well, let's get started with our party puffins. Okay, they're adorable, right? They're adorable. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Fresh Freesia today. And it's just a regular card base of 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and get that puppy all burnished with my bone folder here. And then set it aside while I work on the stamping. Okay. Then you will need a piece of basic white that measures, ooh, see, I can look down here, 5 by 3 3/4. So this isn't my normal size of white, but you know what? I thought I wanted to really show off the new in colors. And then I matted that with a layer just 1/8 bigger in basic black. I wanted to be able to see the Fresh Freesia. So I didn't just do a 1/4 inch difference. I did 3/8 of an inch difference. So that is our basic. Now, the stamps. So this is a great opportunity, since I did many of them, to use your Stamparatus. So I'm going to show you how to use your Stamparatus today. Stamparatus is a wonderful product, and I use it quite often for these type images. When you have a solid type image, especially if you want it in black using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, Stamparatus is your best bet, and here is why. Okay, so what I did is I lined it up. So I put this piece of paper down here. This is a small grid paper, also in the annual catalog. And I lined up my stamps because see this line right here? I always make a mark where I know I'm going to put my piece of paper. And then using these, and I just put some washi tape on them to make them easier to pull up and move around my page. I laid the stamps on the piece of paper where I wanted them. And then I closed it. And then I opened it again. And then I did this. I took this off. And then, not on this one, but a different one. You can tell I use this for the inside. I did a test sample and made sure everything was straight, and it was, so I left it on there for you guys so I could show you. All right, so we put our piece of basic white in there. Put my magnets back. Very important that it stays in the same spot because we're going to stamp twice with our puffins. Okay, so because this is a linen pad on a flat image like this, I kind of do a little twist, okay? And keep twisting. See how it's not quite covered all the way yet? So I'll go over that spot until, looky there, now it's a solid black image. And I want this one also black. Okay, so I'm gonna do one pressing there. And when I push it down, I'm gonna be firm pressure. Okay. Then I open it up and look. I wanna show you. Get this closer to the camera. That isn't like I want it, right? So solid black images in particular with the Memento, and actually any color really, it's not solid. So that's why the Stamparatus is a great tool. I'm going to do it again, and it's going to make it just like I want it. I don't need to do this one again because that looks fine. That looks fine. So I'm going to do this, give a little twisty twist and make sure his little body is all inked up. It's going to go on the same exact spot. And this time, oh, he looks so much better. He looks so much better. Okay, so I'm going to put this away before I get it all over myself, which I already did. But, you know, okay, that's what the chamois is for. Let me just wipe my fingers off over here. Okay, now this happy birthday I want in the Fresh Freesia. So, did I put it away? Oh, I did. I put it away. Oh, well, good thing my inks are right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this and keep it as straight as I can and lightly dab so that I don't touch the penguins. I'm going to call them penguins, aren't I? The puffins, until my happy birthday is inked up. I'm going to press down. Now, I could just do this on on a block too, but I figured I've already got my Stamparatus out and I wanted them all the same. All the samples I'm going to show you the same. Now I don't really like the H and the A there. I'm just going to hit it one more time. Just that side. Ah, there we go. I like that. It is good. Okay, so I do recommend when you're going to use your blends and you've used a lot of Memento ink, give it a second, okay? Don't just go to coloring this with your blends right away. Give it a hot second or two. So I'm going to set that one aside so that it can dry while I work on the middle, which you've already got a sneak peek at. Let me set this over here. So for the middle, what I did is, there are two sides to this plate, right? So this side has the little puffin, and I wanted him to think. So it's like, at first, let me show you my first one. I'll open through the middle so you can't see the front. I drew it with the Stampin' Right, the Stampin' Right markers, and I didn't love that. So I was like, is there a thought bubble or a speech bubble in any other stamp set we have? And then I remembered, yes, there is. The Snailed It, which is in our current January to June mini catalog, has this. So that's where I got that from, in case you're wondering where that came from. So it's a little puffin with the little thought/speech bubble there. So what I did is I stamped those and then I re-stamped the puffin, okay? And then I flipped it around, and on this side has the fish and the Make-A-Wish, because the fish won't fit in there, so I couldn't just do that all at once. So I had to do it twice. Okay, so let me show you what that looked like after I colored it even. Okay, so there is Make-A-Wish, and it's my little puffin, and he's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I colored this when I color the front one here in just a second. So I think he or she, I don't know, is totes adorable. Okay, so that is my little puffin on the inside. All right, you know what I'm going to go ahead and do, though? I'm going to go ahead and mount that and give the one I just did just a few more seconds to dry. So I'm going to put a thin layer of, let's talk about blends. Blends are amazing, and I love them, but they do bleed through. So don't be coloring on your grandma's antique table. You know, make sure you put something down, okay? All right, and I told myself to get a new glue out. Oh, good, this one's still going to work. And I didn't, so hopefully this glue will cooperate with us today. I'll show you a little glue holder I made that I'm just gonna pop it right there so it will stay upright. Here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my middle and give that just a little bit longer to dry. Okay, so we'll Make-A-Wish with our little puffin. Dreaming of a fish, he's wishing of a fish. So what I did is these little black circles leading up to the thought bubble, I just used my Stampin' Right marker for that one, the basic black Stampin' Right marker, and I just drew 5 little circles and made each one as I went bigger. Okay, since I am showing off the end colors, I did stamp this in the Fresh Freesia, and I used the Fresh Freesia on the bow for the fish. And actually this is Evening Evergreen with the Soft Succulent marker there as well. So I had to look up what a puffin looked like for its beak. And I will say, this is dark pumpkin pie and this is light pumpkin pie. But this strip here, that's the light pumpkin pie on a real puffin, is kind of really small, and it has a tiny bit of orange and then a bunch of white. So that's as good as it's gonna get for me. And then what I did to make it stand out a little more is with my light pool party, I went all the way around it. And then I wanted him to have some ground, so that is light crumb cake. All right, so let's do the front now that that has had time to dry, hopefully. Okay, so let's do our front. Get my glue out of the way, don't need that for the front. Okay, so the markers I will be using today are the Fresh Freesia Dark, Bermuda Bay Light, Pumpkin Pie Light and Dark, Light So Saffron, and you know what, I haven't labeled this one, but it's Light Crumb Cake. So I just put labels on my markers so I can see them very easily. I label everything. Everything's got a label around here. In fact, let me show you what I do with my ink pads. On the side, I put where it's from in case I wanted to see, like I'll pull out Highland Heather here since I have that one. So it has an S for subtle. Gorgeous Grape has a B for bright. Okay. Like Early Espresso has an N for neutral. That's what I do. I just keep them there in case I wonder what color family they're in. So everything has a label on it. Everything, right? Everything. All right, and that way I know where everything's at. Because I have to be organized or it drives me crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Fresh Freesia Dark just because it is our in color and I love it. So I am not doing like fancy shading or anything. I am just coloring in the lines. Just coloring in the lines. So I'm gonna do his party hat in Fresh Freesia, and I'm gonna do the birthday cake as well, which I love this color. Has anyone guessed my favorite color of the 5 new in colors? Okay, I'll just give you a hint. My last one for the 2019-2021 favorite color of the in colors was Pretty Peacock. And I love it, and I will miss it. It's a beautiful color. So if you want to take a guess, hey, that'd be cool. All right, then my Bermuda Bay Light, I'm going to color in the dots on the party hat. And you can use whatever color. I've just always loved this color, bluish green with purple. I remember in junior high always wearing that. I had this like this color turtleneck, and then I'd always wear it under a purple sweatshirt I had. I love those two colors together. Okay, so that's why I decided to do that. And then, oop, I forgot to do something. I forgot to color the candles with my Fresh Freesia marker as well. So the candles are going to be Fresh Freesia. Okay, there we go. Boop. Now with my dark pumpkin pie, I'm going to color just this part of the beak. It was darker when I looked up what a puffin looks like. And then I know I've seen them in real life, but you know, I hadn't really paid attention to what their beaks look like. So I looked it up. Okay. Then the other side, the bullet tip, I'm going to put at the very bottom of the candles one little dot. Boop and boop and boop. Okay. There we go. So that's our dark pumpkin pie. Here, I'll turn around so you can read it. Then my light pumpkin pie, I'm going to do the inside part of his beak, which again, if you look it up, is kind of like a really thin light orange strip, and then it's a white strip. So anyway, that's about as good as it's going to get. And that's all you need that one for. So the light So Saffron, we're going to take the small end and fill in the rest of this candle. Make it look more like a flame. Okay, and I like to give them some ground. Ooh, where's my pool party? There it is. My pool party was hiding over here. Before that, I'm going to use the bullet tip and go around the penguin to give it just right on the outside of him. It will dry way lighter than it currently looks. It just gives it a little depth without me cutting it out and gluing it on the page. So it looks more like he's walking up to it, so they're not at the same, on the same plane as if I didn't do this. And again, it dries much lighter than it's going on right now, so don't be like, wow. Nope, it's going to dry much lighter. Okay, did I do his underside? Yes, I did. Okay, so let me show a close-up of that. So it just makes him look not on the same even plane as the plate of cake. All right, then I'm going to give him some ground. I'm going to give him a little ground. So what I do is I kind of do like a whoosh, and I get up here. And then I make the up closer to him a little darker because he would be casting a shadow. And then I just do a little whoosh for the plate, nothing fancy there. Just so it looks like they're on the ground somewhere. Okay, so there is my front. Almost. Remember the wink of Stella we talked about? I want my icing on my cake to be sparkly. So the white frosting icing, what do you call it? Do you call it frosting or icing? I kind of do both. Is going to be sparkly now. And my dog is snoring in case you can hear that. All right, and the shimmery crystal effects I like to do on the flames of the candles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the tiniest little drop Okay, now you can tell the middle one, it kind of went over a little bit, right? I'll show you. So you're going to get a toothpick, regular old toothpick. Very carefully, just scrape that off. And when it dries, you won't even see it. It's gone. Okay, gone. So you're going to take your toothpick and kind of smooth it out into the shape of the flame. And smear it around so that it will look shiny when it dries. Now, this does take a minute or two or 15 or 20 or half an hour to dry. So, the shimmery crystal effects. So, through the magic of television, I already did one. Okay, so that I could get it adhered because right now that one is messy. So it is dry now. And let's see if on camera you can see. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that it looks different and it feels different too. I don't know if you can see the Wink of Stella on the cake. Probably not. Wink of Stella does not come across well on camera, but man, is it beautiful in real life. So one of my favorite products to use. So let me get these out of the way. All right, so we are going to get my card back out and the matte layer for the front. And we're going to pop this on there. Ah, there it is. Okay, I knew I should have got a new glue out, but that's okay. This one's just about gone. I'm trying to use every last drop of it. So I thought this was a cute way to show off our new in colors that doesn't involve flowers. Now, don't get me wrong, I love flowers, but I also love animals, and the puffin spoke to me. I saw that in the catalog. I'm like, yep, that's mine. And I'm thinking of other creature stamp sets that I have that I could pair it with that I think would be adorable together. Perhaps even the Darling Donkeys. I don't know. I haven't experimented with that one yet. Well, not with this one as well. Okay, so there's our card. Almost. We are almost done. So happy birthday. Make a wish. So he's wishing for a fish. So one of the new products that we could also... Okay, so normally I add ribbon to everything, right? But I just didn't feel that ribbon would go with this card very well. So I decided to use the new In Color Jewels. These things are shiny, let me tell you. And I keep them in an Avery passport case on a 4x6 card. And then I just added a glue dot to make them stick to the paper. Because I can easily take that off as well if I wanted to take them off. Okay, but I'm gonna slightly kick my dog so he stops snoring. Okay, he's like, what? Okay, I'm gonna take my pokey tool. Now this is the Fresh Freesias. You can tell I've already used 3 on my prototype, didn't I? I did change the things for my prototype, but overall I like it so much that I'm probably gonna send it to someone, so I think anyone would appreciate this card. Okay, we'll put another one right there. So happy birthday. Yay, our card is done, except for the envelope, So I have an envelope here, and I'll get my Fresh Freesia out. And this penguin, so there's 3 penguins in the set. This was on the front, this was on the inside, so we're gonna put him on the envelope. And I put him on my block. We're going to put him on the back flap right here. So actually I'll leave it like that. Now, technically I should probably put this on the Stamparatus because you'll notice it's not going to be a perfect image. This in here, probably not, because again, it just doesn't. Flat images like this. Usually, that's why Stamparatus is a marvelous invention. Let's see if I can get my head not in the shot. Press it down. I'm going to give it a little bit because this is a brand new pad of ink, so it's going to be plenty juicy. So maybe that will help. Let's see what we get here. I'll live with it. So here's what I was saying about it's not a perfect solid image. And if I had to use the Stamparatus, it would be perfect, but I didn't, and I'm okay with that. So I think whoever gets it will still think, oh my goodness, that's so cute. Little puffin. Did I say penguin again? I think I did, didn't I? Puffin, 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 puffin. Okay, so there we go. And as you can tell, it does dry a lot lighter than it first stamps. It does. It will match. It just doesn't right now. Actually, I'll just leave this over here. Let's get the rest of them out, shall we? Let's get the rest of our in colors for 2021 through 2023 So here was my prototype, and the difference is I used smoky slate here instead of crumb cake. And I hand drew that one, and then afterwards I'm like, don't we have something? And we did. So put that one over here. Okay, so next is the polished pink. These jewels I want on everything. Okay, so there it is in polished pink. So again, for the fish on the inside, I used soft succulent, dark soft succulent, and then the evening evergreen ink pads. I just used my Stampin' Right marker. So that is that one. The soft succulent one, I did not color the plate and I left the dots white. Now on here, since I colored the fish in soft succulent, I didn't want to color the bow. So I just left it white and I added, again, very difficult to see on camera, I added Wink of Stella to the bow. So it's actually a shiny bow. Okay, next is the pale papaya. And yep, I don't think I did anything different with that one. Okay, I'll put that one there. And the evening evergreen. And now for this one, the evening evergreen, I believe I used dark there so that it stood out more against the soft succulent because they're very complementary colors. So I want it to stand out. Got a little something on there. Got a little schmutz there. Let me get that schmutz off here. Okay. So I did go ahead and make envelopes for all of those as well. Because while you've got your stamps and your ink out, make your envelopes. Make them pretty. I know when someone gets this card in the mail, they're going to turn that over and be like, that is adorable. So these products will be available on May the 4th. So on www.stampinup.com, and be sure to select Amanda Bach as your demonstrator if you don't already have one. I would love to be your demonstrator. Let me know if you have any questions. My email is boxstarstamping@gmail.com. And this is April's host code in case you would like to order anything and your order is less than $150. So if you haven't already, please like my Facebook page and go on over to YouTube and find me there and like and subscribe to my videos. That would be awesome. I am close to 100 subscribers, and that would be really cool if I could get 100 subscribers. So give me a like and a subscribe and share if you feel led to do so. All right, thank you, and I hope you enjoy these new in colors. I can't wait to play more with them. I will be... Okay, did anyone decide on which one was my favorite? Okay, it's this one. It's polished pink. I love it. I have been wanting a true pink for a while. And this one, don't get me wrong, I love my Magenta Madness, but it's more of a purpley pink. And Flamingo is more of a grayy pink. And Petal Pink is like a orangey pink. And what's the other one? Blushing Bride has kind of got some gray tones to it as well. And I just wanted a pink. So yeah, we have a pink. Yeah. So anyway, all right, and this would be my second favorite. I bet you can figure out which one is my least favorite too. But I'm hoping it will grow on me, so I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I won't tell you which one it is. It might grow on me. All right, so have a fabulous day, you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.